Alrighty, what is going on, everyone? It's been like I think 3 weeks now since we last had a stream, and it sucked like so bad, man. Because I was just kind of in this groove of streaming, right? And then I get hit with the strike, and it's just like no more live streaming rights. It's done. Which I still don't really get with YouTube. Like out of everything they could take away, or take away your rights from. They take away live streaming after only one strike. You only have to have one strike uh, to have your live streaming rights, taken away. Um, this time around, it was a lot more of a pain um, with the whole copyright process and whatnot. And I'm gonna go into that a little bit. I know you guys don't really want to hear about that probably, and I don't even want to really talk about it. But I feel it is important because I would have been back streaming like days and days ago, like 6 days ago exactly, if everything went to how it usually goes in the past with the copyright process. So, what is going on, guys? Aqua, Leandro, what's going on, everyone? So, really, the thing that happened. Okay, so I got the strike. It was for Tokyo Ghoul Re, taken down by Marvelous for audio, which there's no audio in my videos. So I mean that's happened many times in the past, and it happens to a lot of people. Um, so I just kind of like, oh well, it's a strike, whatever. I'm not gonna be able to live stream. I was in the groove of live streaming again, and um, I got hit with that strike, and I had to obviously at as soon as I got the strike, I submitted the counter notification, and usually it takes a couple days for them to like review your counter notification, and then they send it to the claimant. In this case, Marvelous, and then they have like so many days to respond. I think it's like 14 days or something. It used to take a lot longer. Uh, so the process has it's quicker now, but 2 weeks is still kind of crazy. In this case, it was almost like 3 or 4 weeks, like a whole month, because after YouTube sent the strike to Marvelous, they had the 14 days or whatever, and usually they tell you when there has to be a response by. And in my case with this strike, it was May 17th. So that's usually when you get the response, or if there is no response, which there's never been a response for me actually, because if there was a response, then there'd be like legal action, or I'd be going to court. Um, with I guess Marvelous. But there's never been a response for any counter notification that I've put through, and I've put through countless. Like I can't even tell you guys how many counter notifications I've had to send through YouTube, and not once have I ever got a response. I've never had to like go to court or anything like that. You know, so I like that's the thing I don't really get is like if these people are taking down all these videos from people, right, and they never respond, then how are they allowed to keep taking them down? Because once you take down a video, and once that counter notification goes through, technically, it's a legal process. So I've never got that either. Like, how are they allowed to keep taking down these videos, or why do they keep taking down these videos if they never even respond to a counter notification? And I'm talking about the claimant here. So I was supposed to get a response, or no response by the 17th, and every time I've had a copyright strike, on the day it says a response by whatever date is when that strike would come off, which in this case was the 17th. So I was expecting, because every time it's came off on that exact day. So the 17th is when I was supposed to get the strike off, but I just got it off today, which is the 23rd. So I would have been streaming like a week ago, if you know it was a lot slower this time around. I don't know why, really, but it was a lot slower, and that's really what happened with the strike, and why I haven't been streaming as of late. And most of you know that if you have a strike, you lose streaming rights. Whether you followed me before or follow other YouTubers who've lost their streaming rights from a copyright strike, that's what happens. So yeah, there's that. Garo, what's going on? What's going on, guys? Yeah, nowadays YouTube is like I remember when I first got into this, like in 2015, the summer of 2015, like it was okay to use like footage in your videos. Footage and audio, and many people did it. When I got into this in 2015 in the summer, and nobody was really hit. I think it was like the end of 2015 or the beginning of 2016 where they just went in on people, and so many videos were getting taken down. It was crazy. Like that was crazy times. Now it's not like it's not as bad because back then there was just like I remember I had like 30 videos taken down at one time for a copyright strike. Like just one copyright strike, and 30 videos were contained in that one strike. And that happened to a lot of people. But that was 2015, which like the beginning of 2015, like to middle of 2015, and maybe even before 2015, like um people were using footage and audio and all that. So that was like years ago, 3 years ago or so. But now it's a lot different. Obviously, you have to the way I see people putting footage and audio in their videos nowadays, like if you, I don't know if any of you guys watch like Semblance of Sanity or Heavenly Controller. Those are some of the bigger people. They cut up their reactions. They don't have the full episode. They cut them up in clips with the audio and all that. Me, I have the full episode. I don't show the footage. I only show the subtitles and no audio. And I know a lot of people don't really like that, but trust me, if I could do full audio, full footage, and everything with my videos, I would want to do that, and I would love to do that because I think it makes for a more enjoyable video. Now there are a lot of people who come to you know watch the full episode. They don't really care about the person who's putting out the video, or they don't care about the reaction. But there are like you guys who actually do care about the reaction. And instead of making you guys opening up another tab or whatever, some of you do, to watch the episode alongside me. If I was able to have the full episode, full audio and all that in the corner, then you wouldn't have to do that and make it a lot easier for both of us. But you can't do that nowadays. And the only way that I see people getting away with it now is if they distort the hell out of it, or they shrink it down really really small for full episodes, which I do see. I still see some people who have the full episode with audio and footage in their videos. I don't know how it even like I've been fucked so many times in the past for that. But other people to this day are getting away with it still somehow. But then there's like the Heavenly Controller, the Semblance of Sanity, like I mentioned, which they have it like split up, probably where they show maybe 8 or 9 minutes of the episode. So usually like under half to half of the episode, and then they have like their commentary or their thoughts at the end. Which I have thought about going to that format for the next season of anime, which I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of that. I'm either gonna stick obviously with what I've been doing now, or you know, kind of go to that format. It seems a lot more people enjoy that format, like what Heavenly Controller and Semblance of Sanity do, and there's a lot more people that do that format as well. I've been watching someone recently. I think his name is like Dapper Darius, I think. So I mean, that is something I'm thinking about, really doing for the next season of anime is, not having the full episode, but having it cut up into clips, right? So kind of like a highlights, if you would say. But then, to even make it better for you all, because I know some of the other ones don't do this. I think they might do it through Patreon actually. But if I do decide to cut it up, I would have the full reaction in the description. Maybe like a link to Patreon or Breach or something like that. I saw that one YouTuber name. Yeah, that's what Heavenly Controller does. He like live streams the his reaction with the episode and all that on a separate site, and then he cuts it all up for his YouTube channel. Like cuts up the highlights from his YouTube, or from that stream to his YouTube channel. So that was something I was thinking about. that was another thing I wanted to mention besides the copyright strike. It kind of ties into the copyright stuff with the whole like full footage and audio thing where I get so many people coming to my videos like daily, right, that move the picture. Like, why do you have the picture there? I can't see. I can't see. So, uh, they're not going to be watching this stream or this video, obviously. They just come in randomly to random videos and they'll say that, like, oh, I'm just trying to find the full episode. I don't know why people still try to find full episodes on YouTube in this, in this day and age in 2018. So, um, Google Drive, it's funny because I think I'm out of space on my Google Drive, so I'd have to keep making Google accounts. But I actually got a strike for Google Drive before, which I didn't think was even possible. But this was, I don't even remember. I think this was like last year. But I actually got a strike for Google Drive. It was like a community guideline strike or something like that. Like my videos are getting taken down off of Google Drive, and you only have so much space on there, which kind of sucks. So then you have to, like I said, keep making Google accounts. For those of us with limited funding, the whole pay me for my React thing is a slap. Oh yeah, you're talking about like the full episode, like with Patreon. Yeah, I know that's what Semblance of Sanity does. I think they have it through their Patreon where you could see the full episode and the full reaction with them. But the highlights and the kind of discussion is just on the YouTube channel, which that's the thing. I don't want there to be a paywall, right? If I do the highlights and then have the redirect for like the full episode, if you guys do want to watch the full episode, I'd probably do like breach.tv, so then there'd be like no paywall, right? So I wouldn't want to do that to you guys. I'm just gonna keep my Patreon how it is, where it's like if you find it inside of you, if you want to see me react to a certain series. I've always had that on my Patreon. I've only made like one video about my Patreon. I leave it in the description. I don't really say much about it, but literally my Patreon is, I think it's like $10 a month or something for a one course show, and then it's like $20 a month for a two course show of reactions. But I still got to finish the shows that I'm watching right now because there were two from the poll, Sarah for the End and Snafu, which I still have to finish those, and then Kaji, which I have to get back to, which this is what this kind of stream is for as well. Some use Mega, like Mega Upload. I don't know if, because I know there's Mega Upload, there's Media Fire, yeah, MG Hammer. That's for sure. Getting around copyright is a hassle, especially this day and age, man. But these people who do the highlights, they cut the full episode up. They still have the audio, they still have the footage, so you can see what's going on. It's just not the full episode. They haven't had any copyright problems, at least to my knowledge. I mean, their channels are still up. They're still uploading videos daily. So, I mean, maybe that's what I need to shift to, because it seems like a lot of people enjoy those types of videos, man. Because, if I go in my video feed, my video manager, and compare my videos to theirs, the people are, there's a lot more people commenting on the videos, a lot more people flocking to the videos, and I kind of understand it, because if you go to their video compared to mine, you only see the subtitles, you only see the timer, so but at this point, I wouldn't want to switch kind of my format. Just like we're almost at the end of the season already, which is crazy. But that would be something I would look into and really really think about for the next season, which is starting kind of soon. So yeah. So there's that. The copyright stuff. The what I'm thinking about for the next season already. You got to think ahead sometimes. Uh, yeah. It has to be less than 15 minutes. And from their videos that I've saw, like Semblance of Sanity, Heavenly Control, I keep using them as my primary examples. But they only show like maybe half the episode, not even sometimes. So, um, okay. So besides that, Promise Neverland. it was kind of unfortunate because I did the stream for chapters 1 through 4, right? And it was awesome. Um, I love the first 4 chapters. I love the start of the series. But I think it was a day or two after we did that stream for the first 4 chapters, I got hit with the copyright strike. So I was just like, oh, because I really wanted the Promised Neverland, and I still want it to be like a live stream thing. I don't want it to be like, I just feel like doing reactions to manga, especially like kind of off stream or not really live. Um, I don't know. I like it. I like it a lot more when I'm doing it live. So Promise Neverland, because streams are back, Promise Neverland will be returning very, very soon, picking up from Chapter 5, obviously, and of course, like Links just mentioned, the anime has been announced. Now, I think Cloverworks is working on it, which is the A1 Studio, or A1 Pictures sub studio, which they are actually working on Darling in the Franxx this season. So, um, yeah, there's that. So I'm getting back on the Promised Neverland manga soon. Um, Starting from chapter 5, there's that. And also, I know I mentioned it briefly before, um, but Snafu and Seraph of the End and Kaji, all three of them are coming back. I'm going to do live streams for those. I know a lot of people are telling me like I think it's the 8th episode I'm on of season 2 of Oregairu is like super crazy. It's like awesome. So I need to get on that soon. I need to get back on Seraph of the End because I want to finish these series. I want to start something else eventually. After I finish these three, it just kind of sucks because um, I like I'm into these series and they each offer a different thing. Like Seraph of the End is uniquely different from Origairu, of course, and then Origairu is completely different from Kaji, and Kaji is completely different from Seraph of the End. I got 3 different like unique shows, and I'm liking all of them in their own right. From what each of them bring to the table. Um, so those are coming back. I was more behind on Seraph of the End than I was on Snafu, so I'll probably do a Seraph of the End stream before I do a Origairu stream, and then Kaji. I just need to I just need to get on Kaji as well because Kaji, where I left off, um, Kaji was going through like I think Ando like betrayed him and all that, so they were going to get Kaji out, Ando and Furuhata, and Ando like the greed and he turned against him. At least that's what it looked like at the episode where I left off. So that's going into the next episode. So Promise Neverland, Origairu, Seraph of the End, and Kaji are all coming back, but they're going to be in stream format. So there's that. Something else a lot of people have been asking me about is Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel, which I did talk about this on Twitter, and I was going to actually do a video reaction with my brother, but we got when the strike hit, that kind of ruined my plans. So, because I was literally going to do a stream that weekend. I don't remember exactly when I got the strike, but I was planning on. I even tweeted it out. I was like, me and my brother are gonna do like a dual reaction to the Heaven's Feel, the first Heaven's Feel movie this weekend, and then I got hit with the strike. I was like, are you serious? Like, are you kidding me? So I had to, my plans for that had to be put on hold. Um, so Heaven's Feel is coming like very, very soon. Like I'm talking like maybe this weekend. You could see, a stream pop up, and I'll let you guys know ahead of time. You'll obviously see it in your subscription feed once I set the event. And I'll give you plenty of time. I'm not gonna like set a stream for Heaven's Feel and then only give you like 15 minutes or something. It'll be like an hour or two before I even start to watch it that you'll schedule the event. So Heaven's Feel, I have off work actually Friday and Saturday. So which is rare. And I have 2 consecutive days off. So that's why I'm saying you can most likely see a Heaven's Feel stream this weekend or sometime next week. It's going to be in the next 7 days, right? I promise that. I promise that 100% that Heaven's Feel will be like in the next week. So, yeah, which I think the dub is actually because the sub was in theaters and it didn't come to a theater near me, or else I would have went and saw it in theaters and not even done a reaction. I think the dub is coming in June as well to theaters, which that is in a theater near me, but I want to watch it subbed, so in the Japanese voice actors. So Heaven's Feel coming very very soon in the next week, in the next 7 days, I promise, 100%. So there's that, and then I think that's about all I wanted to really discuss in talk about. I'm just happy to have my streaming rights back. I know somebody did ask about am I gonna be back on Tokyo Ghoul Re, like doing the reactions? No, I'm not. I would love to, but I really don't want to risk another strike. And so many people have been hit for Tokyo Ghoul Re. So many people have stopped doing Tokyo Ghoul Re. So um, I'm not going to be continuing with it. I am continuing with the show, but I'm not doing reactions over it. Like, I'm still watching it on the side, of course. Like, I'm not just going to drop Tokyo Ghoul Re, the show completely because I got a strike. It's just I don't want to risk another strike on the channel. So there's that. I know that may have been kind of obvious, but some people were, asking, will I be going back to Tokyo Ghoul Re? So yeah, I think that's about all I wanted to talk about in the main announcement, I guess, because most of the stuff you guys probably like already knew, like with the streams coming back and all that. That Promised Neverland would be back, and Snafu, and Sarah for the End, and Kaji. But the main, I guess, announcement of this video is, Heaven's Feel is going to be coming soon, because I never made a video about it. I never talked about it or anything like that, besides on Twitter, which, I can't blame you guys if you don't use Twitter. So, yeah. Oh, and one more thing. I know I made a video about this, but I made a video about this a couple weeks ago or something. But I am going to Anime Expo in July. Uh, this is gonna be my first time ever going to Anime Expo. It's in California. I think the 5th to the 8th. I think it is, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think it's the 5th to the 8th. So I am going to Anime Expo, and during that time, obviously there won't be any videos because I'm going to be across the country, because I'm on the East Coast. I'm going all the way to the West Coast. I've never been to the West Coast before, so it's going to be a new experience for me. I think it's going to be awesome. I'm saying it's going to be like one of the best things, um, in my life, hopefully. So I'm really, really excited for that. I don't know if any of you are going to Anime Expo, but if you guys are going to Anime Expo, I'd definitely love to meet some of you. I don't know if I'm gonna do like. There's just gonna be so many people there. I don't think there's gonna be like room or anything for like a fan meetup, or but if you guys do see me there, if I see you guys there or anything like that, then definitely say hi, and I'll say hi, and we can chat. Cause I've never been to like I've never even been to a con. Like, honestly, I think Colossal Con's coming like in a week, which I'm literally like 45 minutes away from Colossal Con, so I might go there for like a day just to kind of get the con experience. I know nothing is really similar to Anime Expo, but I do want to kind of have like a feeling of what a con is like, and I'm going to Anime Expo with my brother in July. So yeah, that was another thing. I know I talked about that before too, but yeah. So besides that, I think that's really all I wanted to talk about with you guys. It's quite a few, quite a good amount of stuff to talk about, with the copyright stuff and all the stuff that's going to be coming back to the channel. Of course, now I'm going to be streaming my reactions to the seasonal anime again, if that wasn't obvious. So yeah, man, and just a lot of awesome stuff going on lately for me. Even without being able to stream, I love streaming. Streaming's my favorite thing. I kind of lost a little bit of motivation when once I lost my streaming rights. I was kind of late with my uploads, like maybe a day or so late, with some uploads. And I was really just, I'm like, dude, I want to stream, man. Like I love streaming. There's just something way different about it. Rather than just doing it like an offline recording, or when you're not live. it's hard to explain. I don't know if any people watching this video do reactions and have done live streams before, but I think live streams are a lot better because they're a lot more interactive. They're a lot more, you can actually watch it along with someone at the same exact time. Because when I do the offline recordings, it's like I watch the episode, then sometime later after I upload it, you guys are gonna you guys watch it alongside me if you do. But actually in a live stream, I'm watching it, you're watching it at the same damn time. So that's what I love about it. So yeah, streams are definitely more fun. Yeah, Steins Gate Zero and High School DxD Hero. I know I'm a day late on High School DxD Hero, really because I wanted to wait to stream it, honestly. So Steins Gate Zero, I think it comes out at like 1:30 Eastern time, which is like in 15 minutes. So I'm gonna do a stream for High School DxD Hero, and then I'm going to do a stream for Steins Gate Zero. So I hope you guys are excited for that. Yeah. And then tonight, oh my gosh, so much stuff is happening. Tonight at like 7, I think, 7 or 8, I'm going to see Porco Rosso because it's actually in a theater by me for Studio Ghibli Fest 2018. And it's one of the Ghibli films because I've saw most of the Ghibli films, but I have not saw, Porco Rosso yet. So I'm going to see Porco Rosso tonight. And I'm really excited for that because it's a Ghibli film I haven't saw. So, and I heard it's like pigs flying around and like planes and shit, and I'm just like, okay, this sounds awesome. So, a lot of stuff going on, today for me. So, yeah, and good news all around. Streams are back. Strike is off. My channel is clean, and hopefully it stays that way because I mean, I'm showing subtitles still. I'm not like showing full audio and footage. I'm showing the subtitles, the timer. I have no audio. Um, you know, but if it happens, it happens. You can't. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Um, so yeah, yeah. I love how they're doing the Ghibli Fest. It's so sweet, like, cause it's not like just a 1 day thing. It's a 3 day thing, and they even have subbed and dubbed. Like, it's so sweet, cause I've went and saw a Ghibli film every month. Cause I think the first month I forget actually. I know I saw The Cat Returns in theaters. I saw Ponyo, um, The Cat Returns, Ponyo, and I think those were the only two. If I remember correctly. Yeah, those are the only two they've had because it started in March. Do I watch Captain Tsubasa? Yes, I do actually. I'm watching the remake or whatever. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I think it's kind of funny because it doesn't really, which I mean it's an anime, so you can't really expect it to be like, some parts of it are like real soccer, but it's kind of crazy how like in a team game it was literally just like Subasa versus what's his name? The dude with the who wears the hat and he's like Subasa's rival. I forgot his name. But it was literally just like a one-on-one in a team game, and I'm just like, okay, this doesn't really happen in soccer. But, uh, some of it is kind of like, you know, too crazy. Like, Subasa just going through the defense like it's nothing. Like, um, you don't really see that in soccer all too much. But it's anime, so it's just like, I don't really, look into it all that much. But, yeah, Captain Tsubasa for the most part, though, for me is a lot of fun. I like it. Have I watched Sakura So no Pet Kanojo? No, I have not yet, actually. Um, which after I finish these shows, that I still have to finish Seraph of the End, Snafu, and Kaji. Which Kaji is Patreon powered, so the other two are from polls. I do plan on holding like another poll, so I'm gonna have other options in there, to vote on. I'm not. I think it'd be unfair to kind of get your guys' input and whatnot on what series you'd want to watch. So I want to have like a poll. I don't want to just pick one and start reacting to it. I'd only do that if I actually really knew that I wanted to react to a show. But there's just so many shows I want to watch and so many shows I want to react to, um, that I think a poll is fair. What are you doing? You should be on COD right now, prepping for Black Ops 4. I don't want to talk about Black Ops 4 in here, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for the battle royale part of it. It literally looks like Black Ops 3, but boots on the ground. It looks like they're going really, really hard with zombies. I think they're gonna have 3 zombies maps off the rip. Call of the Dead is back. I think it's called something different, but Call of the Dead is back. Um, so I'm excited for Black Ops 4, man. I hope this is a good step, you know, in the right direction for COD because these last couple years have been tough, like really tough. Do you believe Seraph of the End might get a season 3? I'm not sure. I honestly have no idea because I heard the adaptation, at least for season 2, is kind of it was rushed or a little bit, all over the place. So I don't know. I don't know. Wit kind of has their hands full right now, man. I mean, they're working on Attack on Titan. They are actually behind the. They're going to be working on the Vinland Saga anime. Now I don't know how their studios are split up because Bones has like 5 or 6 studios that work on separate things. Like one studio is assigned for Bungo Stray Dogs, another studio is assigned for My Hero Academia, and so on. Like Mob Psycho has its own kind of studio, but they're all a part of Bones. If that makes sense. So I don't know if Wit has kind of something like that, or if it's just one group, one studio working on uh, whatever show they're working on at that time. But they have their hands full with Attack on Titan right now. Vinland Saga, the anime as well, and so who knows? Who knows though? I'd like to see a season 3 of Seraph of the End. Um, I'm not flexing, you you idiots. um, Professor Anime and Garo, man. Katsuki no Yona. Is that the English translation? Yona of the Dawn. I have not watched that one yet, actually. Yeah, My Hero Academia movie in the summer. Oh my gosh, which I think, because I think with the Dragon Ball Super movie that's coming, like in December, they're going to have like I think this was confirmed. They're gonna have like it's gonna air in American theaters or like English theaters or whatever other theaters. It's gonna air or be in theaters the same time as it is in Japan. I think that was confirmed. I think they might do that for the My Hero Academia movie as well, and if so, that'd be awesome. Noragami season 3. Oh boy, don't get me. I need Noragami season 3. I need Haikyuu. What would it be now? Season 4. I need Haikyuu season 4. Like, dude, I need all these seasons, man. Oh man, you just reminded me. I need to get on the Seven Deadly Sins because episode 18's out. I have not done a video over 17 yet or 18, so I need to get on that too. Oh, thank you for reminding me, man. Dragon Ball Heroes, which I'm more excited for Dragon Ball Heroes, man, than I was excited for Dragon Ball Super, which I wasn't really like excited, but especially with them starting off like recapping the movies and I just if you follow me on Twitter, you know I'm not the biggest fan of Dragon Ball Super. I just can't get behind it. I'm more excited for Dragon Ball Heroes, man. Like, uh, dude, the summer, people are like overlooking the summer. I think the summer's, people are saying like, oh, the summer's gonna be kind of a season for me to take a break, after the spring. But the summer's coming in with that hot stuff too, like Overlord season 3, Attack on Titan another season. I think it's 2 cores confirmed. Like, there's some quality stuff coming out in the summer, man. So I don't think people should be overlooking it. Princess Principal, like the ReZero OVA, which there might be a season 2 announcement at the end of that OVA. Yeah, yeah, Nick, we could go on and on and on about all the stuff that's been announced. I'm still waiting for more information on this new Code Geass season. Like, uh, One Punch Man season 2, which if you guys saw my video, I'm predicting it to come out like the fall of this year. I mean, it would make sense if they're having the showing for episode 1 of season 2 in what was it? October, I think. Or no, was it August? I think it was August. Um So who knows, man? Who knows? I'm thinking we're gonna get One Punch Man this year, the end of this year. I mean, it aired in the summer, or it aired in the fall of 2015. So the fall of 2018. Why not? Why not? Madoka Magica Rebellion. Now, here's the thing with that, because I finished Madoka Magica a while ago, and I did say I was gonna do a reaction to the movie, and um, I honestly never had the time to sit down and do a reaction for Madoka Magica Rebellion, and I think now I would be definitely willing to do a stream for it. But the thing is like I honestly, it was so long, like, well, it wasn't like that long ago, but there's been a lot of time in between when I finished Madoka Magica and to when I would watch Rebellion. So I feel like I'd have to like rewatch the series first before I watch the movie, because I've watched so many shows in between finishing Madoka Magica and now. So I feel like I'd have to rewatch the series and then I do a stream for Madoka Magica Rebellion. But I'm not gonna promise anything for it. That's the kind of, like, for Heaven's Feel I can promise that. Madoka Magica Rebellion, I can't make promises about everything. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for Goblin Slayer. I have not read any of it yet, but I've heard really really good things, man. Like, and a lot of people are excited for it. So summer anime yeah, there's so much to look forward to. I mean, Danmachi season 2. There's a movie for Danmachi. The new seasons of Fooly Cooly on Toonami, like Garo mentioned. Like, dude, this has been a fantastic year, man. Not necessarily Rebellion is pretty good as a standalone. Hmm. I mean, if I can watch it, like, cause I'm not even gonna lie, like, I remember some parts of Madoka Magica, but I've just watched so much stuff, and I know my name's memory on YouTube, like, but that has nothing to do with my memory. I actually don't have a really good memory. If maybe I just watch so much stuff that I'm constantly watching stuff, so it's just like I don't remember some things from certain series. So, I mean, if I could watch Rebellion, I think I would rather. I don't know. I would like to rewatch the original though, man. I just don't feel like it'd be right, and I don't want to give you guys some like bullshit reaction. Like, I kind of want to know what the hell is going on, and because it has been a bit. How long has it been since I finished Madoka Magic? It's been a couple months. So in between that time, I've just watched so much stuff. Rise of the Shield Hero, yeah, dude. There's so much to look forward to. Grand Blue, I've heard Grand Blue is like one of the best comedies like ever. So I'm even excited for that. Oh, Wotakoi is, oh, I love Wotakoi. Um, do I watch Tadakun? Yes, I do watch Tadakun actually. I do, and I love it. I love it, man, cuz it's by the same staff, a lot of the same staff that worked on um Nozaki-kun, which I have watched Nozaki-kun, and the popular thing for Nozaki-kun, most people like it, and me, I just wasn't the biggest fan of Nozaki-kun. I just really wasn't. I didn't really care for it all too much. But Tadakun, on the other hand, I like Tadakun a lot more than Nozaki-kun. And I don't know if you guys agree with me on that, but I just feel like with Tadakun, there's actually going to be like a freaking romantic couple by the end of the series. I haven't watched the newest episode, so um, I think Tadakun, there's gonna end up being, they actually get together. Nozaki-kun, they just kind of flirted with the whole thing, the whole time. Like, that, nobody ever got together, especially the main characters. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? It was so annoying to me. It was funny. It was funny. The characters are really enjoyable for the most part, but maybe it's more. Maybe I should have went into it, you know, expecting more just the comedy, really. You know, I went into Nozaki-kun expecting there to be like a romantic couple, but there really wasn't at all. Now I don't know if there is later on in the manga or whatever, but who knows? I don't know if there'll ever be another season of the anime or what, but Nozaki-kun kind of pissed me off sometimes. 'Cause I'm just like, can these people get together already? But with Tada-kun, I feel like it's going, to a place where the main characters are actually, or someone is going to get together. So, you know, Teresa and Tada though, man, I hope they are a thing. Now I know Teresa has the whole like, forget his name, but the really popular dude, the noble who like came to visit them in Japan and all that. Um, which I think Alec has like a thing for him. It looked like, so I don't know if they're gonna go that way with it. I don't know what way they're gonna go with Tadakun. The way it's looking, they're gonna get together, or someone's gonna get together. So I love Dragon Maid. Love Dragon Maid. Yeah, Tadakun is an original. I have not saw K-On! Yet. Yeah, there's a lot more content, at least to my knowledge. For High School DxD, they could definitely do some more seasons. But I think I'm gonna wrap everything up here, guys, because Steins Gate Zero comes out in like a couple minutes, so I want to be on top of that. I think you guys do as well. So, Steins Gate Zero, reaction stream is coming. I'm gonna do High School DxD Hero first, and then I'm gonna do Steins Gate Zero, and then I'll probably do like Seven Deadly Sins later, like after Steins Gate and after High School DxD Heroes. So, look forward to that. I want to thank you all for joining me for this kind of update stream, announcement stream. Really, really happy, like I said, for like the millionth time. Uh, to have the streaming rights back, to have this strike off my channel, and hopefully it stays this way. So, so yeah, I'm getting back on to everything, like I said, and I hope you guys will join me for some of the stuff to come. So. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me once again. I really appreciate you coming here because it shows that you care, about what's going on, and I want to, let you guys know what's going on. I want to keep you guys updated. I've always been about that, and yeah. So, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream or video, whatever one it may be. Really appreciate you guys, excuse me, joining once again, and I'll see you guys. Peace out.